Welcome back, everybody. Mayor Marty Walsh, of course, joins us once a month to come in and talk about Boston. So, Mayor, thank you so much for taking the time tonight. Good to see you. Liam is on assignment, so just you and me. I wanted to start out talking about this incredible scene on Monday where students across Boston did march in this demonstration. They are concerned about what might happen. I know the school committee votes on the final budget March 23rd. Is that right? But what's your message to those young people? I thought it was inspirational to see them want to fight for their AP classes.
I would have much preferred them to stay in school and do the march after school because we were still working then. But it was great. I actually bumped into a few of the kids when I walked out of Faneuil Hall that day. You know, we're in the process. We still have a way to go before the finalized budget. The city council will, the school committee will vote, but there's still plenty of opportunity for us to make adjustments. There's a lot going on with the budget. I think there was a lot of misinformation at the very beginning saying it was a $50 million cut. It was never a $50 million cut. There are some reductions that have to happen. There are some new initiatives in there. And we'll get to a point where it will be positive.
So you want to reassure them you're doing everything you can.
Absolutely. My number one concern is making sure that the kids of Boston have a great experience in school and also making sure they have the programs that they need to be successful.
We also had some incredible images we were showing in our newscast a couple of weeks ago of the ideas that have come forth for City Hall Plaza. And some of the design ideas, a Ferris wheel, we have some of them, you know, a beach perhaps. Do you have a personal preference for all of the ideas you've seen?
No, I just think they're all great. I mean, last year we put a few Adirondack chairs out and some fake grass, and people loved it. And I think that this new proposal that's being put out by Delaware North is going to be great for the city. It's going to be great for City Hall Plaza. It's really going to take a space that's just concrete right now and brick and turn into a lively meeting spot for the city. And I think it'll be well done. Yeah,
because it really is an important gathering space for the city.
It can be. And in that stretch, you have the public gardens, you have the Boston Common, and this is really I want it to be a destination point. I want people to say, I'll meet at City Hall, and I think what it'll do, I think it'll actually make the building more appealing to people. I think people will finally maybe see the architecture of the building and say, wow, it really brings the building to life.
It does. And what a difference a year makes. We have some video of what was going on in Boston about a year ago. Piles and piles, neighborhoods covered with snow. We hit 77 degrees today. How much easier does it make your job when we don't have scenes like this?
No, it's great. It was tough last year, and this year when we got the first snowfall, I had a flashback. It was a bad one, and really thinking, oh my God, this is terrible. But thank God, we've had a great winter so far. I'm still not over it yet. I'm still waiting for the next few weeks to go by to fully say we're not going to get any more snow. But after last winter, I think people really put up with a lot. I mean, you know, people didn't have parking spaces. The trash wasn't picked up. We had this pile of snow over it on the South Boston waterfront till July. So thank God it's been a good winter. I mean, the people of Baltimore and Washington got hammered this year.
We didn't. Any one particular thing that you really learned from what we went through last year that you'll take into next winter or another winter?
Well, one thing we did was we bought these truck-mounted snow blowers, and we didn't use them this year. We haven't had to use them yet, but we lent them to Baltimore. And I met with the mayor of Baltimore. I saw her a few weeks ago, and she's like, these snow blowers literally opened up streets that were clogged off. And years ago, if we had a street that wasn't plowed, it would be 5-6 days. These snow blowers can just go right down the street. So we're able to buy them. We're going to look maybe buy a few more of them, so we're prepared for the future.
All right. One last thing. Last fall when you were here, we asked who you thought the nominees might be, and you said Jeb Bush and Hillary Clinton.
That's half right.
You're almost half right at this point. We'll see. But if you could sum up the way this race has played out in one word, what would it be?
Unbelievable.
Just unbelievable.
It's bizarre. It's unbelievable. I mean, that's the best way to describe it. You can't figure it out, you know. I'm supporting Secretary Clinton, and she's on a path to victory, wins Massachusetts, moving forward. And then last night, Michigan, Bernie Sanders pulled an upset. You don't think Donald Trump's going to continue. As everyone says, as everyone drops, Donald Trump continues to win. It just doesn't make any sense to me.
Completely unpredictable. 8 months is a long time.
It is.
All right, Mayor Marty Walsh, thanks so much for being in. And we'll be back right after this with more news.